Hey guys, it's Bob Ferngren and I'm back with another 8-minute video on network marketing. In the previous video, the one I did previously, I talked about there's really two types of people that make it here. One are those who act like owners. I mean, they take it very, very serious. It's just like they put $100,000 down to build a business. They have the disciplines, they show up, they open the doors of the business, they do the things they're supposed to do without being told to do them. They follow the system, and for the most part, after they kind of figure things out and what the system is, they'd like to be left alone because they didn't really sign up for a boss. And man, those are wonderful people. Sometimes they have extreme personality, so you got to work through that a little bit. But people with the skill sets, work ethic, money motivated, right heart, character integrity, teachable, those type of things. I mean, they're going to make it. I mean, if everything aligns with who they are, the company they pick, the products, the leadership, they're going to make it. Another group who can be wildly successful too are people who act like good employees, right? Good employees do their job. And after they've had an orientation and a training period, they know, okay, if I do these things, I stay employed. If I don't do these things, eventually, there'll be repercussions, which could also include me being terminated. So I know what the deal is. It's kind of black and white, and I'm going to choose to be a good employee. Well, what does a good employee do? They do the things they're supposed to do, and so they get paid for doing the things they're supposed to do. You may, or someone may be in a company that has rewards, bonuses above that for performing above it, but if you do your minimum job, you get paid. So what does a good employee look like in network marketing? Well, I got to be honest with you, it's pretty simple. And one of the problems, besides the fact that it costs virtually nothing to start this business, I was sharing this with you, I think, in the previous video. I was on the phone yesterday with a gal. Again, results may vary. Everybody's different, part of the country you live in, all that stuff. Very first month in the business, she makes $4,000. Well, to start her business here, it costs less than $350. Now think about that. Think about the return on investment in just her first 30 days. I mean, it's like virtually nothing to get started in network marketing. And in most companies, there's a money back guarantee, 30 days, some longer. But so like there's zero risk, which is actually part of the problem. But a good employee here does have a boss. It's not me. It's not your upline. It's your purpose. Maybe it's your children. Maybe you want to spend more time with them. Maybe you want to provide better schools for them. Better food. How's this nutrition thing working out in the country? Obesity, the number one cause of people not making it with the current virus that's out there. And look at childhood obesity. Maybe you want to provide better food for your family. Maybe you just want to be there with them, never miss a moment. I mean, there's very emotional reasons why people will do this business. But the simplicity of this is you got to keep that in mind. You got to keep in mind that your boss is your purpose. That's your boss. By the way, this boss, unlike your other boss, if you have a job, we can make or break their lives with our decisions. If we become the type of parents or spouse or givers, that we really should be, we can just make or break people's lives. Colleges paid for and role modeling no debt lifestyles and role modeling paying cash for things. Now, look at the other side of that, what's being role modeled when people don't fight for their purpose. When people don't take their purpose serious enough to do what's necessary so their family or whatever they have going on for a purpose can live better, more than a more abundant life, right? I mean, you don't just bump into these things. They're not random. It's an opportunity that comes along in life, right? Now, a lot of people are confused about it. That's why I try to keep these things simple. To me, being a good employee in this business that can make it to really great money, is really knowing why you're doing it, your purpose. Number two, you got to have goals to get to achieve that purpose. I believe in having 6-month, 1 year, and 5-year goals. I believe when you're looking long term and you realize that just like everything, the business will have some ups and downs, but you have, an ultimate destination in mind for a very specific reason, your chances of getting there are very good. I believe that whatever you're promoting, selling, if you will, you've got to be a representative of that. Whether it's a consumable product or a product that you're wearing or, whatever. There's hundreds of different network marketing companies, but you have to personally be a consumer, because I believe this, most importantly, it's a role model business. Next, and I've never seen any good employee or successful network marketer who isn't working from a list. In your company or in your organization, maybe they talk about how to put that list together. But, to me, I've seen nothing but magic, like incredible magic happen with the people who work a list, names on a list, and phone numbers. The third part of your job description, if you will, is reaching out to people. Lots of videos I've already done on reaching out here. You can go back and watch them. Your organization probably has ways to do that. We do a lot through Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn Messenger. We do a lot through attraction marketing and then eventually getting people on the phone. We do a lot with direct phone calling, leaving voice messages. You got to reach out to people. People aren't mind readers, and let them know what you're doing, where you're going, and why you're doing it. Oh, I covered that in the first part about purpose and goals, didn't I? And then, of course, the next step for any great employee is introducing their prospects to their coach, sponsor, mentor. Listen, I have really, really talented people that still don't put me to work. And man, do they ever plateau out. They hit that ceiling, man. And all I've ever seen them do is work harder. I've had not very talented people put me to work regularly and seen their paychecks and their team grow just incredibly. I mean, these are all choices of being a good employee. Now, an owner's going to do those things. They kind of get it. But a good employee would do that. Now, here's the question you have to ask yourself. If you would do that in a job where mostly, we're going to work just hard enough so we don't get fired, and they're going to pay us just enough so we don't quit. I mean, think about that. That's kind of the proposition that exists there. If you'll do that and be called a good employee there, why wouldn't you do this? Do those things I just listed for your purpose, your boss. When you figure these things out, guys, it's actually a whole lot simpler than you can imagine. Hey, let's go.